So let's go ahead. I'm talking about baseboards. So the first question is, what is a baseboard? Well, a baseboard is something that we use on a desk. And after working outdoors, maybe we should even move them outdoors. And from that, we teach the children what they need to know. The baseboard is basically about language. It's receptive language, children hearing language and responding to that language. And it fits in so well with what we need in terms of listening. Our children have really battled during the last few months to get the listening skills right. And moms and dads have been amazing at helping, and they've come back into classrooms now, and listening is one of the biggest things that we have to work on at the moment. But it's always been like that. I think children battle to listen. So baseboards help us with listening. It also helps us to see whether the children or a child is listening, and it helps us to be able to manage our classroom. So I'm going to show you just a few examples of baseboards before we run a video. So have a look at this. So here's the first baseboard. This one is just circles. It's printed on an A3 size paper and laminated. You will see at the top is a green dot, and on the other side a red dot, and then there are numbers. When you create baseboards for children in the classroom, make sure that everyone is as different as possible, so that in a baseboard, this number 7 could be here in the next one, so that you muddle up the numbers, because children tend to copy from each other, and what you want is for them to be thinking for themselves. The green dot is to show you the left side, and we say the left side is our go hand, so green for go, and the red hand is the red side is the red dot is to stop, and also our right hand. So it helps by association to teach that. It helps the children to learn very quickly how to move around. We also use our baseboards to teach top, bottom, left, right. I'm going to just move to another baseboard now. A shapes baseboard. Again, when you create this, put the different shapes in different places. And this is just hand drawn. And then a laminated board, same thing, the same arrangement. And we will be using this a lot. So you'll hear me describing to the children what they should be doing. The last one I want to show you is this one. This is an own design baseboard where the children have made their own baseboard. This one is drawn, the instructions were simple. In the center of the picture, draw a house. You need a chimney on your house. You need to have a tree on the left-hand side of your picture. You need to put yourself on the right-hand side and the sun in the top right. And you need to have a path. For the rest, this little girl filled in, she needed a rainbow in her picture. She put fruit on her tree. And when we use a baseboard like this, you will give specific instructions of how you want them to use it. So just ideas, and a baseboard can be any base on which you work. So I'm going to let you see now a video of about 30 minutes. There are a lot of instructions, so listen carefully to how I instruct the children. Also, I want to just say to you, I've never worked with these children before, and they had not worked on these baseboards. So this was a whole new experience for them. But see how quickly they pick it up and in what they're doing, and also how quickly I can see where they're not succeeding.
Right. Boy and 2 girls, we're going to do something amazing today. I want you to look on your table, and what do you see? What's that big piece of paper? What's it got on it? Shapes, yes. And I want you to look carefully at the shapes. And then you've got underneath, you've checked, how many bottle tops have you got? Do you remember? 10 bottle tops, okay? Can you show me 10 fingers? 10 fingers is the same as your 10 bottle tops. Now I want you to look at the shapes. I want you to pick up one bottle top and put the bottle top on your favorite shape. What is your favorite shape? Yeah. You two like diamonds and you like the heart. Okay, take your bottle top off and put it back underneath. All right, now I want you to look at the shapes very, very carefully. Some of the shapes have got straight lines. Can you do this? Straight lines. and another straight line. Justice, look this way. Some of the shapes have got straight lines, and some of them, can you do that, have got curved lines. All right. Now listen carefully to what I'm going to tell you. Look at your shapes, and for every shape that's got straight lines, can you put a bottle top in that shape? Pick up a bottle top. Good. You've got one in the middle. Yes, good, Gabby. Okay. But there's more than one, so don't stop. Look at the other shapes. Say which ones have got straight lines. Good. Wow. Wow, look at you. Are there any others with straight lines? Gabby, look carefully. Are there any others that have got straight lines? No. Beku, look carefully. Good girl. All right. Any others with straight lines? What about your favorite shape, Gabby and Justice? Look at your favorite shape. Has it got straight lines? Yes, it has. Gabby? All right. Now count how many bottle tops you've got on your paper. You've got 4, you've got 5, you've got 5. So Beku, there's one more shape with straight lines. Have a look at this shape. Has it got straight lines? Okay, put your bottle. 5. Now you've got 5 bottle tops on your paper. Count quickly underneath. How many have you got left?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So you've got 5 on the paper and 5 at the bottom. All right, take them all off. Put them back at the bottom. Good job. All right, now listen carefully. Put your bottle tops in shapes that have got curved lines. Look at your shapes. Take a bottle top lid and put it into the shapes with curved lines. Good. Justice is going quite fast. Good job. Any others? Curved lines? Yes, you can put it in there because that's a curved line. Good, Gabby. Gabby, I think you could spot one more shape with a curved line on your board. Look carefully. All right. You've got how many? 5. And how many have you got? 5. That's also curved, so put a bottle top in. Okay, so you've got 5 with curved lines and 5 bottle tops left at the bottom. How many is 5 and 5?
1, 2, 3.
Count it. 10, yes, because 5 and 5 is the same as when we started. All right, take your bottle tops off. All right, now I want you to listen very carefully. Let's see if I can trick you. This is difficult. Are you ready for difficult? Are you ready? Are you ready? Now I want you to put your bottle top into a shape that's got a curved line and a straight line. No, listen carefully. It must have a curved and straight. This is all straight.
This is curved and straight.
Which one? Good girl. Curved and straight. Very clever. Curved and straight. Yes. Good girl. Yes. Look what she did. She put it in her heart. Because if you look at the sides of the heart, it's a straight line. You're very smart. Okay. So curved and... Now how many... You also did. Good. Now have a look. How many bottle tops have you got on your paper? 2. Can anybody guess how many are left? Underneath.
1, 2.
No, count. You're doing the... Count properly.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Count yours again.
I have 9.
You count them. Let's go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8. So you've got 8 underneath and 2 on your board. That makes 10. Justice, are you battling to count? Are you battling to count? Look there. 4 and 4 is 8. Yeah. So 8 underneath, 2 on the board still makes 10. All right. Take your bottle tops off, put them all underneath. Now, if you look at your board, there's something right at the top that's got color. What is that? What are those two colors?
Green and red.
Green and red. Now, we put those colors on because green is your go hand. Put your go hand on the green dot, your finger. Just your finger. Gabby, use that. That's your go hand, this side. All right? Good. That's where we start writing. And when we get to the end of the page, we have to stop. And a stop sign is red. So put your other finger on your red dot. Got it? So you've got a go hand and a stop hand so that we know where to start. Now we're going to do one thing even a little more difficult. I want you to look at shapes on your board that have got 4 corners. And in each corner, I want you to put a bottle top. Look at your shapes that have got 4 corners. Put a bottle top on each corner. Go. That's it. Put a bottle top on each corner, like this big. Okay, and here, and here. Do you think that's a corner? 4 corners. Count how many are here. 1, 2, 3. How many corners did I ask you for? 4. Start here. 1. Okay, put your shapes on. Put bottle top on each one. That's it. Good girl. You found both of them. Lovely. And you can do that, but let's look at these corners. We call these book corners because they're like the corners on a book. All right, so leave that one underneath. Yes. So what shapes have got 4 corners? Becca, wait with that one because you're right, there are 4 there, but they're not book corners. What 2 shapes have got book corners?
Rectangle and square.
A rectangle and a square have got book corners, and they are always like the corners of a book. They've got a special name. If I teach you a special name, will you remember it? 90. Can you remember? 90-degree angle. Gabby, can you say that? 90-degree angle. Becca's already saying it. All right. Take those off. Take your bottle tops off. Put them back. Now there's a shape that's only got 3 angles. Which shape only has 3 angles on it? And they're not book angles. Which shape has got three angles or corners on it? Gabby, can you think? Yes, put your bottle tops on the 3. Good girl. That's got 3. And what do we call that shape? What do we call that shape? Justice, do you know what we call that shape? Gabby, you know that shape. What's that shape? What's this shape? Not a rectangle, because this is the rectangle, this one. What's this shape? A triangle. Tri means 3. Triangle means 3. So it's got 3 corners, and how many sides does it have? Count the sides. 3 sides. So Gabby, look at me. A triangle has got 3 corners and 3 sides. Okay. All right. So now, the last thing I want you to do, and this is a fun thing. You've got to be clever to do this. Are you ready? Take your bottle top lids off. Put them in a straight row at the bottom. Okay. There's a shape on your board called a crescent. Do you know what the crescent shape is? Put your finger on it. Let me see. Okay, put it inside. Crescent. The moon shape. in the crescent, I want you to put 3 bottle top lids. Put 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. And in the, because you like the diamond so much, in the diamond, put 2 bottle top lids into the diamond. Where's your diamond? Put 2. All right. So let's think carefully now. Put 3 here. Leave the 3 here. Okay, and put 2 in there. Leave your 3. Okay, and put 2 into your diamond. 2 new ones. Okay, put it in. Now move them all into the circle. Move them all to the circle. No, Gabs, not those. The ones on your board. Move these into the circle. Okay. Move these into the circle. 3 and 2. Put it in. Okay, you had 3 in the crescent and 2 in the diamond. How many are in the circle? 5. 3 and 2 is? 5. Yes, you are so clever.
I already counted them.
Did you count them? So you checked. All right. Now, because you've done so well, I want you to give yourselves a big clap. And thumbs up. Good job. We're going to do some more work in a moment on our boards. Okay?
So I want you to see how much you can do on a baseboard. That was a lot of work compressed into one, but you would work continuously on the baseboards, building up from very little to a lot of information as time went by. So you could see the responses. The children were not talking much. I think working with them for the first time didn't give a good impression, but you can do a lot of language development in using those baseboards. So I want you to just think of that one drawing of that the child had created for themselves. You could, for example, say put a bottle top in the tree where a bird would build a nest. And so they would place a bottle top in that tree. You could also say to the child, what if a baby bird fell out of that nest? Where would it land? Put a bottle top there. You could tell them to put a sequence of colors on the path. So starting at the front door, put a red bottle top, then a blue, then a yellow. The multiple listening tasks there are quite important for a child to do. You could also tell the child to put a bottle top in the hand of the child on the drawing, and then if they let it go and it was filled with gas and it rose up, where would it go? And let them think about that. Would it be able to reach the sun is a question you could ask and get the conversation going. Let them then place a bottle top where they think the balloon would go, and then say, now what if the wind was blowing? What if the wind was blowing from the left to the right? Where would the bottle top go? What if it was blowing from the right to the left? So there's a lot of listening skills, but also thinking skills that would go into helping the child to learn from the baseboard. And so you can keep going on that. There's also all your auditory perception, all your position in space. The next baseboard we will use is figure ground perception, because the child has to push into the background some of the drawings and be able to lift out. You can do top and bottom. You will hear I'll say put the bottle lids at the bottom of your board. You could say put it on the left or the right, or put so many here and so many there. So it's giving the children instructions, and you can carry out. Now, also what I love about baseboards is you can very, very quickly assess children. So while they're working on the baseboards, if you have another teacher or a teacher assistant, they can assess how quickly the children are working. So remember I said, let them stand up and put their hands on their heads. So as they stand up, you can mark them first, second, third, fourth, fifth in terms of finishing. You can also then check their baseboards while the others are finishing. If it's correct, you can then mark down on your checklist whether it's correct or not. And then you can ask them. You repeat the instruction and then you can ask them to check whether they got it right or not. So there's a lot of work you can do for your listening skills and carrying out of instructions for assessment. You'll also notice that if on the number baseboard, you can do number recognition. You can say, put your bottle top in the circle that has the number 7. So for the older children, with the younger children, you would only work up to 5. You can say put 5 bottle top lids in the circle with 5, or use smaller shapes if you want to get the pin. And you can see how quickly they can do that. You can also classify, you can do discrimination, and check on your skills with that. The other thing you will notice is that you can do this with a small group or a very big group. You can easily work with up to 25 children at the same time during the time that they are busy with this activity. So what you would do with a bigger group is, once they have their bottle tops in place, to show you that they're ready, they stand up and then just put their hands on their head so that they don't change the bottle tops once you have worked with them. When we look at bottle tops, it's bottle tops that you can collect from recycling. And for when I made the video, I gave the children the 10 bottle tops. But otherwise, you put all your bottle tops in the center of a carpet and you say, go and fetch 10 bottle tops. So it's your one-to-one correspondence counting instead of just road counting. And they can then choose the colors they like. You can also manage the bottle tops by giving specific instructions. Go and fetch 3 red bottle tops, 2 blue, 1 green. So you multi-instruction to get the children to listen and then to respond and carry out an instruction. It's part of your assessment in a preschool, and so you could easily do that. Play the next video for us, and as we watch that, watch how some children who have experience can find things which the others can't. So just keep a careful note of that. Watch also the stretching of the arms to reach the top of the paper, so there's a little bit of motor movement involved with that.
Right. Now in front of you is a piece from a newspaper. I want you to look on that carefully. Can you see all those yummy things? Justice, what's your favorite thing on there? If you had to choose anything on there, what would you choose? Chocolate. And? Okay, tell me about it. Use your words. Chocolate. Chocolate and? Oh, do you like Sprite? All right. Beku, which is your favorite on there?
Sweets and chocolate.
Which sweets are your favorite? Okay. Wine gums. Oh, right. And which chocolate is your favorite? That. Good choice. Gabby, which is your favorite on there? The sweets and the chocolate. All right. Now, what I want you to do is, you like all of them. Oh, I'm so glad. So we're going to look first of all at all the things that have got chocolate in them. Pick up bottle top and put them on the things that have got chocolate in them. Now you've got to think very carefully, because there's lots of tricky things on that paper. Okay, good. You've seen that those biscuits have got chocolate in them. Gabby, you can just put it on the whole group. See, that's like that. One on the 2 things is fine. All right, what else has got chocolate in it? Can you see anything else? Okay, good choice. Yes, you obviously like biscuits a lot. What else is chocolate? This one? Okay, put a bottle top on. Yes. Beku says this has got chocolate in it. Look at the picture. Do you see those little dots? That's chocolate. Okay. All right.
This
Good.
also has chocolate in
That also has chocolate in. Okay. And these are chocolate. So you can just put one here. Right. Okay. And this has got chocolate. Yes. And isn't this chocolate? Ooh, yum. All right. You like chocolate, hey? Okay. You love chocolate. All right. Take your bottle top lids off. Now I'm going to ask a very tricky one. Okay? I want you to look very carefully and look at the things very, very carefully. What has got fruit in it?
Now I can smell chocolate and I feel like chocolate.
You feel like some chocolate. Okay. What has got fruit in it? Put bottle tops on anything that's got fruit in it. Good job. Yes. And what else has got fruit? Has got fruit. Good girl. And those have fruit. Good, yes. Well, think about fruit. Look at the top on the left. Sorry, the top on the right. Yes. And are raisins fruit? Yes, they are. And what's this? And what's that? Right. There's no other fruit. Wow, you've done a really good job. Well done. Okay, do you think that Fanta has got fruit in it? It has orange in it, yes. Gabby, do you think Fanta has got fruit in it? No. All right. Okay. Good job. Now, take your bottle tops off. And this time, I want you to look at things that you can drink. Put a bottle top on anything you can drink. Becky, you're doing such a good job. Justice, good job. Gabby, put one bottle top for the group, okay? Can you drink this? One for the group. Can you drink that? Can you drink that? Well, keep going now. Yes? What else can you drink? I think you've worked so quickly, Becca. You've really done a good job. Justice, you've done also an amazing job. All right. Okay. Now, I want you to take your bottle tops off, put them on the side or at the bottom of your paper. This time, I want you to look at the numbers because you've all learned numbers, haven't you? Okay. I want you to find every number 3 on your paper. And when you find a number 3, put a bottle top on it. So now you've got to look really carefully. Every number 3. Good. Let's see how many we can find. Yes. Keep going. You've got smart eyes, you're spotting the number 3s. Gabby, look at the number 3. Find some more. There's a lot more. Keep going. You can't find any more. Really? I think I can see some more. Look around about here. round about here. Because I can see one here. Look there. Okay. Is it easier to find them when they're red or when they're printed in black? Your eyes are picking up the red ones first. Right, are there any others you can see? The white ones. You picked up the white ones first. Here. All right. Now let's see. Gabby, count how many bottle tops you've got on the paper. 4. Beko, how many bottle tops have you got on your paper? Count. 1.
7.
I think you've got more than that. How many have you got?
8.
You've got 8. So you found a lot more than...
I counted hers and she also has 8.
Okay. But you've missed some because look, there's one.
Where? Or there?
Here's one. And there's another one over there. Yeah. So your eyes have to get used to looking for them. All right. Let's do one last thing. Take it off. Take them all off. Take all your bottle tops off, Beko. Good. If you were going to go shopping and you were going to buy mommy a present, which one would you buy for mommy?
I would like to buy some fruit things like this and this.
You can only buy one. You've got to choose one thing to buy her. What would you buy her? What does your mommy like best?
She likes fruit things.
Fruit.
My mommy likes.
Does your mommy like that? Right, put a bottle top lid on it. Okay? All right. Okay, which one would mommy like? Put a bottle top on. Put it on. Leave it on. Your mommy likes chocolate. What your mommy likes? Fruit. And your mommy likes?
My mom doesn't really eat chocolate.
She doesn't eat chocolate.
Sometimes.
Sometimes she does.
Her teeth.
Oh, okay.
She loves chocolate, but she still must eat it because her teeth.
Okay. All right.
She just been to the dentist long ago.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well done. Give yourselves a big clap for work well done. And let's do this. Yay! Thank you. Who makes you so clever? Who helps you to be so clever? Your mommy eats that. Who helps you to be clever?
My granny.
Your granny. And who else? Who at school? Your mom helps you to be clever. And who gave you a beautiful brain to think?
And my granny left it. My sisters.
Your sisters gave you a thinking brain. But I'm thinking of somebody else. Who else made you perfectly and wonderfully?
God.
God made you perfectly and wonderfully. Yes. Beko, who made you? Who made you? God made you. Who made you? And He helps you to think. So let's finish now and say thank you to God for making you. Okay? Can you close your eyes? Thank you, God, for making each one of us so beautifully and so wonderfully, and that we can think so well. And thank you for helping us with our schoolwork. Amen. Amen. All right.
And try and watch how children who have experience with certain of the products can identify more easily. Watch for the fruit and also watch who can identify the chocolate in the biscuits. Obviously, because they've eaten that biscuit and know that there's chocolate in, while the others can't. And then right at the end, watch Gabby. She gets cold, and at that point, she can't really follow instructions. So also just to say that we very often need to make sure that our children have their needs met while they are learning.